So, here's the thing. Kanye West and Jay-Z are both super famous rappers and billionaire entrepreneurs. But if we're talking about who lives a morally luxurious life, that's a tough one. What do you think? Well, let's find out. Let's start with Kanye, or now people call him Ye. Well, he's quite the watch enthusiast. He's got quite the collection of fancy timepieces and has been spotted wearing a bunch of them. Have you heard about the President Day Rolex? It's a pretty cool watch. He also got a $34,000 Tahiti and Rolex mother of pearl watch with a leather strap and Roman nacre dial, which sounds like a really stylish accessory. And let's not forget about the $42,000 rose gold Rolex Cosmograph, which is also a must-have. And then there's this other Rolex called Rose Day 2 that made of rose gold and cost $60,000. It got diamonds on it too, which make it even more special. He also has a Cartier Crash Skeleton watch that costs $65,000. It's a really unique and interesting design. You thought that was it? He also owns an Otomar Peshwa Royal of the Oak Perpetual Calendar watch and 18-karat gold with blue face. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button and the notification bell to stay updated on our daily videos. He buys jewelry to look good and make his beloved ones happy. He really went all out and bought ex-wife Kim Kardashian a massive 20-karat diamond engagement ring worth a whopping $4.5 million. But Jay-Z also has some really expensive jewelry. Wow, his solid gold chain costs a whopping $234,000. Oh, he's really into collecting branded watch. He even has this amazing Cartier Crash Skeleton watch that costs a whopping $160,000. So, this guy has a quite collection of fancy watches. He's got this cool Patek Philippe Aquanaut chronograph that's worth a whopping $200,000. It's got a modern and casual vibe to it. And get this, it's from the same brand as the Grandmaster Chime, which is a super fancy watch with two faces and an alligator leather strap. That one's worth a crazy $2.2 million. But wait, there's more. He also got a Richard Mille billion split seconds chronograph that's worth a mind-blowing $2.5 million. And get this, another Richard Mille from Green Sapphire that's worth a cool $3 million. Talk about luxury. And last but definitely not the least, his wife really went all out on his 43rd birthday. She got him this stunning luxury watch that's covered in diamond stones. Can you believe it? It's worth a jaw-dropping $5 million. Did you know that Jay-Z might have given Beyonce a $20 million island in the Florida Keys back in 2010? The rapper also sings about how he spent a ton of money on paintings like Equal Spy, which cost $253,000, and the one that cost a whopping $4.5 million. Jean-Michel Basquiat's Mecca is worth a whopping $70 million. It's incredible how many luxurious possessions the rapper has. Jay-Z is up by a point on this one. So, this round is all about finding who between Jay-Z and Kanye West has the fancier and more expensive garage. Let's see who takes the crown. Did you know that Kanye drives a super fancy Porsche Panamera Turbo? It's worth a whopping $180,000. The artist actually has a multiple Lamborghinis. One of them is the Gallardo, a super luxurious car from 2004. It's crazy to think that it costs almost $200,000. The Lamborghini Urus is a beast on the road. It packs a whopping 650 horsepower and can go over 190 miles per hour. Wow! Can you believe this car is worth more than $200,000? Kanye West actually owns a super cool $500,000 Mercedes McLaren SLR super sports car. It's pretty impressive. The rapper has been seen on the Lamborghini Aventador, a $750,000 automobile with 770 horsepower engine that can reach 217 miles per hour. The singer actually owns a super rare Mercedes-Benz SLR Sterling Moss. It's worth a whopping $1 million. Jay-Z and Beyonce have a bunch of fancy cars too. They got themselves a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter that they had to customize to their liking. So, Beyonce's gift car must be worth a lot, right? So get this, on his 41st birthday, the rapper goes all out and surprises her with a mind-blowing gift, a 1959 Rolls-Royce Silver Cloud convertible worth a whopping $1 million. Wow, she got a Bugatti Veyron as a gift. This car is really something. It has a 1,000 horsepower engine that can go up to 156 miles per hour. And guess what? It comes with a price tag of $1.9 million. Quite a hefty sum, don't you think? After Jay-Z showed up in a music video for Lost with a Mercedes Maybach Acelero, people started wondering if he actually owned that fancy car. Rumor has it that bad boy could be worth a whopping $10 million these days. The Rolls-Royce boat tails were actually the most expensive cars owned by the singer and his wife. The commission's £20 million car has only managed to sell 3 units so far. These numbers are absolutely mind-blowing. Jay-Z and Kanye West both have some seriously impressive real estate. But the burning question is, after he is split from his wife, whose portfolio is more valuable? Hey Kim K, I heard you recently bought the house across the street from your ex-wife Hidden Hills. That sure made the news. I love the sound of a country-style 1955 property. The house is a single story with 3,600 square foot of space. It has 4 bedrooms and 2.5 bathrooms, all sitting on 1 acre plot of land. There's this amazing open concept kitchen that was remodeled back in 2005. It has a center island, perfect for gathering around and cooking up some delicious meals. And guess what? There's even a pool for Kanye and his kids to enjoy and cool off in during those hot summer days. And if that's not enough, there's also a barn with 3 stalls and a paddock where you can take leisurely strolls with your horses. It's quite the dreamy setup. He just bought a new home for a whopping $4.5 million in late 2020, and get this, he's thinking about renovating it. Oh, you should have seen Kim and Kanye West's old place in Soho. It was seriously next level opulence. The property has a nice neutral color scheme, high ceilings that are almost 3 feet tall, and 13 windows strategically placed to let in lots of natural light. This super fancy mansion actually sold for a whopping $3.5 million after the divorce. So Kanye West large lake. They got to go horseback riding with their kids at the ranch and enjoy the beautiful sights. I hear the ex-couple bought a rural property for a whopping $14 million. Kanye West and ex-wife Kim Kardashian actually live in a beautiful Bel Air estate for a quiet few years. The estate is looking amazing with its new stone floors and white walls. It's really transformed the space. Kanye West used to live in Hidden Hills, California before he divorced Kim Kardashian. The property looks like a Belgian minimalist palace with its spacious and uncluttered spaces. Oh, it looks like the influencer really wanted to create a cool illusion in the entrance hall. They painted the ceilings, wall, and floors all the same color to give it that effect. The residence is kinds of strange because it has really simple furniture. The master bedroom sounds amazing. It's so spacious and neat, and the ensuite is just lovely. I can imagine how beautiful it must be with that large glass window, letting all the vibrant colors and natural light from the breathtaking landscape. Kim and Kanye's property, which was originally worth $20 million, has now skyrocketed in value to a whopping $60 million after some amazing improvements. Next up is Jay-Z and his wife, who actually owns a former Presbyterian church in New Orleans, Louisiana. It's quite an interesting property. They turned it into a residence with 22 rooms in a whopping 13,000 square feet. It's got that historic charm, you know, and the color palette they choose is just so bold and eye-catching, like those old houses you see around. The property actually burned down in 2015. It was worth a whopping $2.6 million, but the rapper also has school bachelor pad in New York City. It's actually the same place where he got married to his wife. The property is actually 8,000 square feet, and the best part is, it has a terrace with a stunning view of the city. He paid a whopping $6.8 million for it. He also bought a vacation property in Hampton, New York. It's pretty upscale village, you know. Oh, have you heard about the Pond House? It's this massive property covering around 86,100 square feet, nestled in the beautiful conserved forest of Georgia Cove. The main home is huge, spanning over 10,750 square feet. It has a classic style with historic characteristics from being built 100 years ago, but it also has a modern conveniences. There are so many oak and marble covers. I love how eye-catching the vintage style and furniture sophistications are. Beyonce's place is pretty amazing. It has 7 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, a lovely provincial kitchen, and even a pool for sunbathing all year round. The big question is, who got the higher net worth in the final round? Jay-Z or Kanye West? Actually, Jay-Z has made most of his money from his businesses rather than his music career. Did you hear that Forbes magazine reported Warren Buffett gave a shout out to the rapper? He really liked the rapper's business mindset and how fearless he is. Jay-Z's cognac brand, thus, is valued at whopping $120 million. And back in 1999, his talent firm, Roc Nation, was worth an impressive $140 million. Jay-Z actually sold his clothing line, Breakwear, back in 2007. It was a quite big deal because he managed to sell it for a whopping $204 million. And get this, before he sold it, the line was making an impressive $700 million in revenue every year. Pretty impressive, right? So get this, he sold a big chunk of his Wheat Green restaurant franchise and his stake in Athos Life Insurance to none other than Jack Dorsey, the former CEO of Twitter. He got a cool $220,000 for it all. In 2021, the rapper actually sold 50% of Armand to LVMH for a whopping $60 million. Jay-Z became the first millionaire rapper. It's pretty amazing considering all the profitable companies and investments he's been involved in. His net equity in 2022 was a whopping $1.4 billion, and it's only expected to grow from there. Next up is Ye, who is an amazing musician. They've actually won a whopping 21 Grammy Awards. Wow, can you believe it? He's actually sold a whopping 160 million records and gone on countless tours, raking in millions of dollars. But you know what's even more surprising? His main source of wealth is actually his business ventures. According to Forbes magazine, Kanye West made a whopping $235 million last year. That's crazy. He actually ranked in the 6th highest paid public figure. We don't know how much he's worth. According to Bloomberg, he's actually the richest black person in America. Forbes estimates his net worth to be around $2 billion. The rapper's song catalog, along with their 80 million music corporation, is actually worth a whopping $6.6 billion. That's mind-blowing. While Yeezy's sales are whopping $100 million, and his real estate investment alone are worth a whopping $120 million. And on top of that, he's got another $400 million in assets and earnings from his singing career. That's quite an impressive fortune. UBS Group AG values Kanye West's fashion label, Yeezy, at the whopping $4.7 billion. He also has a cool $1 billion contract with Gap. Pretty impressive, right? Yeah. So here's the thing, Kanye West went and posted some pretty controversial stuff on Twitter, and as a result, he ended up losing his contract with some big companies. Now, he is sitting at a net worth of around $400 million. It's definitely a blow for him, and it kinda makes you think about Jay-Z's success in comparison. So Jay-Z has definitely won this round. That's it for today. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up below, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We post videos every week, so stay notified. Thanks for tuning in. See you in the following video.